There it is. Righto.
Happy Friday.
Happy Friday. Okay, let's start again. Oh wow, all good. Happy Friday here again. Oh wow. Oh, happy Friday and welcome to another quick edition for our newsletter. So a couple of things that we have just noticed in the past 14 days, in particular, Nathan, with people thinking about getting ready to come to the market, and a few questions that have been asked is now a good time?
I think that's what everybody asks, is now's a good time. It doesn't matter whether it's January, March, end of financial year, but most importantly, people are asking, is now enough time to be sold before Christmas? And I tell you what, you are running it right to the edge if you are just making those thoughts. So in particular, if we factor in two and a half weeks to prepare a contract.
That's right.
We need a few days to get your marketing in order. We know this time of year, the lawns are on steroids, the weeds have grown, so there's quite a bit of preparation to be done. And then when we look, I guess most properties have been going to auction. So if you're considering auction as an option, we're running out of Saturdays.
Yeah, so Saturdays or weekdays, either or, coming into that tail end of the selling season before the Christmas break, which everyone seems to get so afraid of for whatever reason. With that leading time, really got to be saying, hey, let's go. We're nearly there.
I'd encourage you, if you are thinking about making the move, we know we've been contacted by quite a few people who, now that the COVID restrictions have lifted and there's a lot more movement amongst the states, we know there's a lot of people moving out of Griffith. We're also getting a lot of inquiry from out of town buyers who have had to wait for the lockdown to end so that they can get themselves into Griffith. So basically what that means is that you can definitely take advantage of the marketplace.
Absolutely.
And I'd imagine wherever you're thinking about making the next move to, that it's starting to open up as well. So at the moment, we're already booking out our Saturday the 18th of December auctions, which is the last Saturday for the year. However, we're also putting in place Thursday, Friday, Monday, Tuesday auctions, twilight, so that we can take advantage of the urgency that people will have in the run to Christmas. Now, something I've been speaking to you about, Angelo, is I have some real concerns about what January looks like.
Yeah, that's right. So conversations here, Nathan and I in particular, just floating around a few ideas. A lot of people have been locked up and had no opportunity to get that freedom, go visiting, see family, have that holiday. We're under the impression that we think Griffith is going to be pretty quiet through that school holiday period, more quieter than what we traditionally see.
More quieter?
More quieter. Is that a thing?
Well, I think the word we've been using is
ghost town. Ghost town. I was being polite, but yeah, probably a ghost town leading into January. But one of the other things that just some interesting readings through financial reviews and other documentations too, that could be an impact in your decision if you've been thinking about going now for the sale. Another good reason is some changes that are happening in the lending world. So what I've been reading in particular is serviceability criteria, which means if you've been or if you are looking to apply to buy, or your buyers are looking to apply for money in the new year, they're probably going to need to meet the new criteria for lending. So very important that if you are thinking about selling, to capitalise on two things. One, the good strong market that we have seen throughout 2021 despite everything else going around us, and the foreseeable some changes within lending that we could be dealing with your best buyers right now.
That was a lot to take in. What we're saying is in January, there's every chance that the next group of buyers will have a much lower borrowing limit. Who that's going to impact is going to be the top end of the market, not the upper top end.
No.
So $1 million plus, you're going to be okay. Your buyers typically are cashed up, ready to go. However, if you're in that high fives to 750 range, that we believe in Griffith is going to be the selling group that is impacted the most. So what we're hearing with the change in criteria, that on average a borrower will have somewhere between 5 and 10%
Deposit.
less
Yep.
in terms of their maximum borrowing capacity. So that will take your 600, 650 buyer and move them into the 500 bracket.
That's right.
So we've been seeing the market creep its way into comfortably the sixes and sevens. That may change fairly quickly into the new year, and we're already seeing that have an impact. So for those buyers that have a current pre-approval, many of those expire within 90 days.
That's right.
Some of them just check, some of them are out to 6 months, but most of the lenders are giving you a 90-day pre-approval. A lot of those are going to expire pretty much in December or early January. So what that means is...
Couple of takeaways. If you are in the buying group and you've got your pre-approvals in place, or you are thinking about being ready, definitely get in touch and have those good conversations with your finance provider to make sure you're good to go to be able to buy what you want to buy in the current market. And if you are a seller, Nathan?
If you're a seller, traditionally December, there is a degree of urgency that buyers place on themselves. They would like to have their affairs in order. They would like to know they've got somewhere to live into the new year. So you already have the benefit of that Christmas rush or the end of year rush. Now you're going to have the added benefit of people or buyers knowing that if they don't purchase before their pre-approval expires, their limit is going to be significantly reduced. So we believe there is going to be a lot of energy amongst the current pre-approved buyer group to secure a property before the end of the year. So on top of that, if you choose not to sell now, and we do see January become a little bit of that ghost town, because I'm one of them. I can't wait to get out with the family, get some sand between the toes. So if you are waiting, then what is likely to happen is that you will be auctioning and or going to the market late January, early February.
And even into March.
And maybe into March. And you will deal with the marketplace as it presents itself now. For me, I'd be betting on what I know, and that is the marketplace is still red hot. We're seeing almost 100% sell-through rate at auction, and with the added urgency of pre-approvals expiring, now could be a great time for both buying and selling opportunities.
No, I agree. And as always, obviously we've touched on a lot again in this edition, but we're only a phone call away. Please reach out. We're here to help with all of your real estate needs.
Have a great weekend.
Enjoy.